Okay, y'all. Somehow I'm versing a tier 1 team in the Cavaliers right now. Oh my gosh! How is this possible? Oh my bad. Whoa, let me turn this on though. My bad. Hold up. Yo, do y'all understand this is the first time we have versus tier 1 team? I guess these guys surprised too. Yeah, you already see my new line I've been doing since it's the off season for us. This is crazy, y'all. This is too crazy. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculously insane, man. It's the freaking Cavaliers. It's not just any tier 1 team. Like, how are we versing them right now, y'all? Yo, I'm gonna show him this again. He's not here right now. While I'm playing this, but I'm going to show this game to him. And Sean, I'm talking to you to the thing too. I'm going to show you this game, Sean. This is crazy, man. Oh, maybe I won't show him this game. We'll see. Cause we do so many great things these days. This may get lost in the shuffle, but not really lost in the shuffle. Y'all know what I mean. Like, we may eclipse it by the time I get a chance to show him. But anyways, yeah, I'm most likely gonna show him. And this is crazy, y'all. This is too insane. Like, I know we always talk about audio, and sometimes I don't do it. I haven't been just doing it yet, but I don't even gotta think about it right now. Like, I'm legitimately talking a lot because this is really genuinely how I feel. Like, this is exciting and crazy at the same time. This is just profoundly crazy, man. This is amazing. Profoundly amazing. This is profoundly amazing. And I just don't believe it, man. But we about to play this game. I'm gonna put the computer right in front of me, and let me see if I get the microphone. Maybe. Let's see if I get the microphone. Yeah, actually, I ain't gonna sit in the microphone. I gotta get a chance to get it. We'll see. Hold up.
We are live in Denver, Colorado.
This is crazy, man.
Eastern versus Western Conference matchup right here. Welcome, everybody. Glad you decided to spend your
Thursday with us
ever. 2K Sports. This is
I gotta get a microphone at the time off.
Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. Taking a look at Cleveland.
And you'd expect nothing less from the defending champs. They've taken every team's best shot, withstood the scrutiny, and approached the playoffs here with the utmost confidence.
Obviously, they've been in this situation before, heading toward the postseason, really trying to peak at just the right time.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair. Smith and LeBron filling out the wings. And it's Irving in at the point guard. LeBron dishes to Thompson. And here's Love for three.
I think everyone knows Cleveland is the team to beat in the East. They steamrolled through the Eastern Conference a year ago. And I think as long as their roster stays pretty much intact, they've got to continue to exert that dominance.
So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Boston Celtics.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
That's what you call precise execution. And to do it in front of a loud, hostile crowd, they had to have... Get out of the way!
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big-time play on both ends.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. He's looking for James and finds him. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. It's Beasley on the wing. Kicks it to Murray. Over in the corner, Moutier. Knocked away. And stolen by Irving. And the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
The basket counts and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point.
My bad for the turnover, though. My bad for the turnover.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Denver making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. The Cavaliers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
To end the run, buries the long-range jumper. Gallinari's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Three-pointer. Denver grabs the miss. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
You know, it's difficult to shoot a high percentage of the but because of their poise, they were incredibly accurate. That's great mental toughness.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next shot.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Nice shot by Smith. Doris is looking around the league. Who are some of the players that you feel are underrated or don't get the kind of credit for what they do night in and night out?
Yeah, the first guy that comes to mind, and I know just the respect that coaches have for him, is Paul Millsap, right? I mean, this is a guy who is a little bit undersized to play the power forward, has got to use his speed and his guile to be effective around the rim, works so hard to develop that perimeter game. Kyle Lowry, right? Dynamic in terms of his scoring ability, his toughness. He's absolutely the personality that drives that. And maybe Isaiah Thomas.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think so. You know,
5'9".
Right, 5'9", but I'll tell you, the guy's got guts when the game is on the line. Boston was able to be competitive before he arrived. They couldn't close games until he arrived.
Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Nelson comes in for Moutier. Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Gallinari. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's called on Channing Frye. The Nuggets, it's the playoffs for the last 3 seasons, but before that, they'd made the postseason, Greg, for a decade straight.
Yeah, and turnover in the front office and on the coaching staff. They've been very competitive without a true superstar player. They've got some intriguing young talent. Just have to see how it all comes together.
Williams for 3, and that one is off. And it's Denver the other way. It's a victory here for the home team. Last time these guys met.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
Yeah, that second unit was fantastic in the last meeting. They infused a ton of energy and, somewhat surprisingly, a lot of points production.
Shumpert. Clock at 6. From the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Shumpert's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Gallinari outside. Takes a 3. They grab their own miss. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Faried's got his second basket of the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Williams inside. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
This crowd is already getting its money's worth.
5 seconds left in the first quarter. With 1 on the clock. And it's slammed in by Faried.
And not the prototype. Here
we go, baby!
Tremendous athletic ability.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. A nice first quarter of play. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
You know, and they're doing that in a number of ways. Flying in from the perimeter when the ball goes up, as well as just gaining good old-fashioned position down low.
Chandler and Fareed are at the forward spots. Murray out there with Nelson. And it's Jokic in at center. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
LeBron James has stepped up over the years, both on and off the court. Of course, he plays with that reckless abandon, but off the floor, he's been very involved and vocal about social issues. More dramatically, he entrusted his marketing empire to his childhood friends. LeBron recalled, people called it the worst decision ever. All this to 3 guys who didn't finish college. He got dirt thrown on all of us, but I always believed in him. Kevin, you can't say it hasn't worked out.
He's broken the mold, D.A. Thank you.
Yeah, I think one thing, when LeBron returned to Cleveland, it was such a change in team culture, right? That military background that he sort of absorbed in Miami, he tried to bring that back to Cleveland. Now they're an outlier, but I think LeBron wanted the Cavs to move in that direction.
And Jefferson throws it down hard.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And LeBron last season made his case publicly known about the need for the Cavs to go in early, go home late, and put in work. Think that helped?
Well, I think he was doing whatever he could, and at times it may have rubbed people the wrong way. And I think we have seen a change, though. Players are working harder. They understand the level of commitment needed to compete for a title.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Yeah, I like the stoppage in the action. Regroup, devise a new strategy.
I told him to put the mic in. Microphone. Hold up. It's not plugged in yet. You on? There it is. Now it's plugged in. Now it's plugged in. Yes, it's good now. Not sure how much I can hear this. Not sure how much I can hear this, but it's plugged in now.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And looking deeper at some postseason numbers, here's a look at the distribution of 3-point and 2-point shot attempts for Cleveland.
And they've shown a quick trigger from distance. We've seen a lot of teams enjoy postseason success riding that shot. They're following that recipe.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Nelson with a screen on Love. Here's Jokic. Connects on the open J. Jokic has got 6.
The Cleveland coach Tyronn Lue, of course, played 11 years in the NBA. Started, came off the bench, won titles with the Lakers, played on the worst team in the league. I mean, that breadth of experience seems to serve him well as a head coach. He's certainly seen enough.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at Golden State. And, of course, the Nuggets tied right now. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Thompson. Irving passes to Love. Here's Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw
That's defense
we've got going on.
I'll tell you, what a battle. Neither team giving an inch. The lead changing hands back and forth.
I get their rebound now.
Here's Irving. He's got 10. Smith outside. Irving drives in. Nelson with the steal.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
Denver calls timeout. And Lou gives Coach Doc Rivers credit for seeing the coaching potential in him when he didn't see it in himself.
You're right, Kevin. Rivers told him, you could coach for me. And Tehran wasn't so sure. Thought coaching sounded like too much work. 6 years later, change of heart, called Doc to ask for a job, and the rest is history.
A different look for Denver. Gallinari comes in for Jokic. And it's Moutier in for Beasley. They set the screen. Gallinari passes to Hernan Gomez. He came off the screen and finished with authority.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. No good from Irving.
He needs to complete that opportunity. Really shocking he botched that one.
Here's Moutier. Buries it from three-point range.
There you go.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And Doris, with the behind-the-scenes access you've had for so many years,
Show you can make threes, Moutier. Show you can make threes.
Don't get a chance to
You
see
know you make threes, show
experience
you
in the
can make
NBA.
Yeah, I think one thing that I marvel at is how seriously these men take their job. This is not, yes, they are well compensated, but by and large, these men will take your heart out to get a spot on an NBA roster. And it's their vocation as opposed to their job. These men are passionate about the league. They have incredible work habits, and I'm in awe of how hard they work.
Are you surprised, too, at the playbook? People just think these plays just kind of happen. Every play is, there is some scripted design for every play.
It drives me crazy when people say they'll only watch the NBA in the final 2 minutes because that's when the game's decided. We are talking about the best players, the best athletes, and the best coaching there is in any level. And to me, you're doing a disservice if you don't watch the full 48.
Great points. Nelson kicks to Gallinari.
Nice.
And he wins it after taking the nice feed
Hey,
on the
LeBron
run.
James, 2 Gallinari. I see it.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, you know, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them. He really had no excuse not to make that shot. Hopefully it won't shake his confidence.
They get the rebound. Out to Shumpert. And it's Korver in the corner. Second chance shot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew
We're giving away from the offensive rebound, though. Guys, like some of these. Let's go.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Fareed.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
The free throw drops for Korver.
And the Nuggets might not have too many household names, but they do have some depth. And from 1 to 12, you look up and down that roster, they have players with NBA talent.
Nelson from outside. Here's Gallinari.
Nice offensive rebound.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them.
He's so very quick to convert off the miss, and usually with authority.
And with that,
I hope you all seen them, y'all know. They didn't even come soon enough. I was going, but they just let me go. But yeah, I get this one next time.
He has such a great feel for their offensive system. It's why we so often see him on the successful end of plays like that one.
Now, Moutier, looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. With 4 seconds on the clock, they get it back. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
I don't think you can let this guy run free through the paint. I mean, you got to put a body on him or he'll go wild.
Offensive rebounds, though. Come on, let's get it.
Smith and LeBron filling out the wings. Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair. And it's Irving in the one spot. Moutier passes to Jokic. Lets it go from 11. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Well, what a force this guy is inside. And you could tell the defense wants to limit him as best they can.
And they take the lead. Love's got his third basket of the night right there. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Moutier with the basket.
I feel you.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Irving dishes to Smith.
I feel you about the lead, too.
Here's Love. And Love
Come on,
throws
Jokic.
it
Yeah,
down.
yeah, a little bit.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. The pass to Jokic. 8 feet away. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Shooting for Denver, Nikola Jokic.
And he makes the first. And the Cavs are clearly an elite offensive team. Defensively, they've been a little more vulnerable. Doris, how do they make strides, you think, at that end of the floor?
Well, Kevin, part of it is simply focus and the will to improve. Players like Kyrie Irving and Tristan Thompson are great athletes, and they can improve on that end. I think they've needed another wing stopper who can space the floor as well.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
We have got to play him a little more tighter, y'all.
Timeout. Doris, we know you were a standout point guard in the Big East for Providence. What players do you feel have a similar approach to the point guard position that you played so well in the NBA now?
Well, I was not your necessarily traditional setup point guard. I was a player who liked to get to the rim and get to the free throw line a ton. So I would say somebody like Kyrie Irving who wants to be a dynamic scorer, handle is there. So I didn't mind passing, Kevin, but I wanted to score it too.
See, I picked you like a Chris Paul. Leader, could do both equally well. You could dish as well as anybody, could drive as well as anybody too.
You're
probably being modest.
I'm not being modest. I was pretty tough too. You didn't like to play against me.
But I like broadcasting with you.
Back at you.
Whoa!
There you go.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. 11 feet away. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. Two shots coming up. And there's the foul against Cleveland. The Nuggets in all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots. Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Outside Jefferson to the paint. Irving kicks to Smith, and the shot goes in. Smith's got 9.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Jokic passes to Chandler. In the corner, Murray with it. Good on the three-point shot.
Nice shot, Jamal Murray.
Murray's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Boy, they gave him way too much space to get that three off. That's some lax defense. Coach can't be happy.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he really carried the momentum from the last game right to this one. He is rolling.
Denver calls timeout. A different look for Denver. Gallinari, he's checked in for Chandler. And it's Beasley in for Murray. James checked in for Cleveland. Thompson again. Jokic.
That is
Throws it
what
down as the official
I
calls
am
the
talking
foul. It may be a
about.
three-point
Jokic
play.
going ham this quarter.
That one on Love.
And they got to bring the double team on him.
Denver shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. There's 1:40 left to play in the third. Smith kicks to Irving for three. Rebounded by Fareed. Fareed's got his third rebound tonight.
You know, he's had a tough quarter shooting the ball, but one thing you have to give him, he's
That's
fighting
fast
out
breakdown,
there.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Beasley kicks to Moutier. He feeds it to Fareed. Gallinari with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. 5 to shoot. Fareed the best to Jokic. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Jokic, come on.
We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart.
Well, he has turned in a complete offensive performance so far, and he isn't through yet. I mean, you have to admire the work rate he's put in to get open on every trip. Even when he isn't the one scoring, he is affecting the defense as they have to gravitate towards him.
Here's Irving. 14 points for him. James.
Turnovers, man. Turnovers. Not gonna cut it. They're still winning though, but still turnovers too many.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Gallinari dishes to Fareed. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
The Nuggets have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. First one falls for him.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Williams comes in for Kevin Love. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Williams in for Irving. The Nuggets leading by 4. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game play. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Chandler.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping.
Look
at them. They are really into it.
The other bench deflated because that was a rough sequence for the defense. They hated to give up those points, but did nothing to stop it.
Moutier.
That's what that was. I wasn't trying to
The
go
points coming
backwards.
in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a
Nice
good
quarter, y'all. Nice quarter.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. The Nuggets shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Chandler and Fareed are at the forward spots. Murray out there with Beasley. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And the layup's good off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Shumpert Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now here's Murray. Inside. On the wing, Chandler. Covered by LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Fareed.
And now both teams really in a groove.
Well, you know, offense has been at the forefront all day, Greg, but you're right. As we've gotten later in this game, these teams have only gotten more dialed in.
Korver gets to Shumpert. And no good that time. Nice D from Chandler.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. And they double up James. To the middle. Out to Shumpert. Denver grabs the miss.
You know, tried to do it there instead of look for his teammates, and I think he'll pass the next time.
Out of bounds.
Hey, you all saw that. That was a game freezing up right there.
You know, it looked like there, guys, he just sort of wasn't paying attention to the play, his surroundings. Those can be costly mistakes depending on the game situation.
A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. And it's Kevin Love in for Kyle Korver. J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland. Irving comes in for Darren Williams. James with it. Now Chandler defending. Snatched up. And there's the goal.
Thompson could get offensive rebound. We got to get him though, y'all. Got to box out.
Full 24
Still winning, so we're still in good place. We got doing better though.
Second minute off the clock now in the
up.
4th. The kick out to Irving. Goes back up. They swipe it. Timeout. Denver calls timeout.
Started.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
You know, I like this stoppage in the action. Regroup, devise a new strategy moving forward.
For the Nuggets, Gallinari, he's checked in for Chandler. Harris comes in, and Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Murray. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Come on, Heyman, come on, what are you doing? Make up it on the backboard, bro. And get up, Harris. Y'all
The
doing?
shot's good from Smith.
And defensively, you can't back off him that much. And you don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Harris again. Smith. Harris passes to Fareed. Count it. And 11
And
for a three-point play.
One.
That one on low.
That's what I'm talking about, Fareed. Nice shot.
That one, able to maintain control and finish the play.
LeBron with it. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Denver calls timeout. And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic is checked in for Kenneth Fareed. Murray comes in for Harris. And it's Moutier in for Nelson. Pass to Murray. Takes a 3. dives for it.
Hernan Gomez,
Cleveland takes possession.
what are you doing, dude? That was right next to your head.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. From deep, James. LeBron with another miss.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Gallinari outside. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Goes up on the block. That one rolling around and rims out. Cavaliers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's James. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Denver calls timeout.
Nice defense, man.
They're leading
I guess that was me,
by
so
4.
good job, myself.
1:15 left here in the fourth
Nice,
quarter.
y'all. This is nice.
.15 left in the fourth quarter. Jokic kicks to Murray.
See you
With the
tomorrow. Murray, nice cut.
The accuracy on that assist was perfect. He hit him in the dead run, exactly where it needed to be.
And
Not
it's
nice
Thompson
defense,
with the
though.
jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And here's Moutier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He tries for 3. And they force
Man,
the
man, you
shot
wide
clock
open, Moutier.
violation.
What was
Great
that?
D. Thompson dishes to James. Out to Smith. Plenty of space. A second chance effort. Love, no luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Irving kicks to Thompson. Down low. Oh,
Yeah,
took the
I think we
contact
I
and tried
definitely
to
stood
throw
there,
it
but
down
I
over
stole
the
there, but
top.
all right.
But instead, he'll shoot free throws. That one on Gallinari. Gets the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense. Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Here's Murray. Gallinari outside. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He gets the first. That gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Nice. Shot.
Those free throws are the nail.
Let's go a lot of first game, y'all. Let's go 70 points.
And the
This
Cavaliers
is on tier 1
time
team.
here. They
Specifically,
trail by
the defending
5.
champions Cavaliers.
5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
This is how we play our first
Yeah,
2-1
they
team,
can
y'all.
game plan
This
all
is
they want.
amazing.
Unless
Integration
they
while
put
time, by
more
the way, too.
time on the clock, I think
Let's
this
see after the
was
game.
over.
But we didn't finish this.
Yeah, it's just protocol.
Win.
Coach wants them to fight all the way to the finish.
And here's Korver from the arc. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey,
And
3
there's
free
the foul
throws,
against
boy.
Cleveland. It's going to be on Kyle Korver.
Oh, so smart.
And that
Oh, come on,
will
y'all.
not go for him.
That's all right. We won the game. Nice, man.
He makes
Special
the
release. There we go. Make it for your
that
second state, baby.
increases their lead
I'm out.
to 6.
A mistake, I should say.
And so he's able to pick up 2 of 3 from the
I'm gonna
line.
make. I'm gonna say make it for your
It's a
first
7-point game.
free throw. Miss.
Timeout called.
Yeah,
What's your
nice,
take,
y'all.
guys?
Yeah, they
Nice.
can call all the timeouts they want, but really,
What?
I don't think it matters at this point.
I'm proud of this
This is
win, y'all.
just
Proud of this
prolonging the inevitable.
play today. This is pretty amazing. We had a lot of mistakes, but we made up for them every single time. A lot of turnovers, but we played great.
Irving from long range. Off target.
Oh,
with
not
that
quite.
shot. So we see Denver get
Nice.
They didn't
Win.
make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Definitely get a
there were
good
some
ball time
times
trophy
that
now.
momentum shifted,
This.
and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit.
Watch,
for
you'll
that
see him in that last soldier.
stick-to-itiveness in terms of
Yeah, give us a lot of credit,
finishing
man. I
out and
appreciate it,
executing
man. I
that
appreciate
game
that
plan.
now. I love
And
it.
that about does it for the final game of the
See,
NBA
y'all kicking in the middle of the
regular
court.
season. For Greg Anthony,
Not middle of the
Dorsberg,
court, you know
and
that.
David Aldridge, this is
On the
Kevin
court.
Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
Hold on, did I just get the... Yeah, ranked up to... I ranked up. What? Did I just get the trophy? What's going on? Yeah, for this trophy, man, I know we usually do this for awards, like Grammy Awards and all that, but I would like to thank my family. They tell me everything I know, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. I would like to thank myself, of course, for having a valiant effort, and not to say effort because it's effortless what we do around here because it just is so intuitive, pretty much. But yeah, man. Thank everybody that contributed to this. Thank you for teaching me my lessons. I love to thank my mother. She's amazing, best mother in the world, and that's not an exaggeration. It's not a game either. Like, I'm like, for real. Like, if y'all want to have a competition of the best mother, like, yeah. Like. But yeah, man. I just want to thank us, man. Myself. For being part of the best family. What? You just say that, man? I think I just did, man. And, man, we won this trophy, man. We get it. Best family, man. Greatest of all time. Against the Cavaliers, man. I'm the Nuggets. Like, what's going on? Tier 4 was Tier 1. We're doing it, though. And we're winning. We got, like, 70 points, too. It wasn't a small win. And, yeah. This is great, man. Is this how it feels to win the finals? Which I know it doesn't. It's probably way, it's like, it's way more than this, but this is how I feel like win the NBA Finals, man. Then I see why people want to do it, and I see why you feel good after you do it. I saw it before too, but I'm just saying, like, this one was great. Let me just say that. I finally got the greatest of all time trophy, y'all. Are y'all aware how long Sean and I have been attempting to get this trophy? This is crazy. All the way since they put this system on the game of getting into new leagues, getting different trophies, like. I think it started last game, matter of fact, 2K16, and we never got the greatest of all time trophy. I got the Hall of Fame trophy, and I got the NBA trophy now. But this game, on 2K16, I did not get an NBA Finals trophy, but I got it on this game, and then I got the Hall of Fame trophy again on this game. I got Hall of Fame trophy on 2K16 though, but then we never got a greatest of all time trophy. Neither one of us. And Sean never got the Hall of Fame trophy either yet, but. Now I have all of them. I had an NBA Finals trophy. Sean had an NBA Finals trophy too, and I had a Hall of Fame trophy. And I didn't have the greatest of all time trophy last game or NBA Finals trophy last game, but now I got this game, NBA 2K17, NBA Finals trophy, and the greatest of all time trophy. So now I'm good. Thank you, Manny. We out. Yeah. Yeah, y'all remember that crazy lineup I started the game with Jokic and them? Like, I had a Moody at point guard, Jokic at center, of course. But Murray at shooting guard, Beasley at small forward, and Harris at power forward. And I started doing that, the all guard pretty much lineup with one center. Because we started doing it in real life. Like we had Barton at power forward, Murray at small forward. Murray at small forward, like Jermaine Nelson at point guard, and like Gary Harris at shooting guard or something. Those are crazy, but or Gary Harris at small forward, Murray at shooting guard, Jermaine Nelson at point guard. But yeah, man, that was a great fast break tonight to set the game on. We played great, man. Look at this, 59% field goal percentage. If you're doing that, you can beat the Cavaliers. We didn't have good 3-point field goal percentage, but we made enough. So four threes is good for me because, as you see, I killed him in points in the paint. That's where I get my points from. So 3-pointers, if we got one less than him in 3-pointers too, I get my points from the paint and free throws. So we're getting the points from 3-pointers too. If we get one less than him, and we still got points in the paint and more free throws, then I'm good. We killed him in points in the paint. Second chance points, get good with that. Had more than him, even though he had more offensive rebounds. Good assists. Favorite number 17. We got it. Bench points, killed him at bench points. He wasn't using his bench. But y'all know we go deep. Good steals. We didn't need any blocks. I don't need that. It's good because for himself, he didn't have that many turnovers. Even though I don't understand how, he had 4 steals and... Oh, no, that's for himself. But anyways. Yeah, he didn't have that many turnovers. He only had 6, which is ideal. Because what you really want is 5 or less, and he had 6. So he played a great game with that. But... Or should I say good game? But I'll just say great. Give him credit because, you know, he trusted me after all. And I had 9. I had too many turnovers, and we still won by a good amount, 7. Yeah, so that was great. Taking advantage of our opportunities because even though we had 9 turnovers, the 9 shots that we didn't take, the ones that we did take, we were 59% on them. 59% on them. So that's making up for your turnovers right there. If you're gonna have more than 5 turnovers, you gotta shoot 55% or more, and we did that. I guess a great team like the Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving was just hitting them. He was hitting all his shots, but we were coming right back down, getting the dunk or something like that. So we were doing our responsibility. That's what it looks like. So this was a great game, y'all. We even had to make fast break points, and we still got a lot of points in the paint. So that's tell you that we really had a great offense, and we were taking a very efficient shots and converting on them. Now let's look at this box score. For Reed, yeah. The big people, man, y'all put it in. For you, 8 for 8. That's what I'm talking. How many points you have? 19. See, y'all, he didn't even start. He almost has double points. His points almost doubled his minutes. His points almost doubled his minutes. Jokic almost has a double, and that's what I'm talking about. Both of y'all had 8 shots. And Jokic, you did great with the free throw line. Yeah, you 5 for 5, man. That's amazing. Yeah, Fareed, you came out of nowhere putting in the work, man. Fareed is the unsung hero. Unsung hero. I said I think. Yeah, he's the I said it again. Unsung hero. 8 for 8, y'all. That's perfect. That was a great game for Fareed. Gallinari, you got the same amount of points, man. You give me that 3-pointer. I remember that. You got that. I got the perfect release with you, the green. Favorite color, by the way. That's my favorite color. Great game, Gallinari. Murray, great, and you had a good 3-pointer too. And all y'all killed the free throw, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. We gotta make our free throws. That's the most important part of the game, man. The free shots, you gotta make those. It's like somebody offered me some free water. I'm not gonna take it. Like you kidding me, bro? I gotta be hydrated. You feel me? Or I should say, do I feel myself? Anyways, like, do I feel where I'm coming from? Like that point of view. All right, Beasley, great game, man. 2 for 3. That's what I'm talking about. Efficient. 1 for 1 3-pointer. That's what we talking about, Rook. And you and Murray not gonna be Rooks next year, so you're coming to your own. Moody, hey, you and Joker the leader of the teams, man. And Gallinari in them too. But I'm saying, like, y'all the future right now, and you gotta step it up, man. That's why you starting point guard right now. I'm putting you there. I believe in you, Moody. and he showed us this game. Great fast break points, great 3-pointer. Let's keep it going, man. Chandler 4 assists, great. I don't gotta say anything else. Hernan Gomez, hey, 2 for 3, great field percentage. Gary Harris, great field percentage, 1 for 1. That's what we gotta ask. You take a shot, you make it. What more can I ask of you? 4 assists, Jameer Nelson. That's what I'm talking about, bruh. That's what I'm talking about. You ain't making any shots, but you made up for it with your assist. And let me give credit to y'all 3 too. Chandler, Hernan Gomez, and Gary Harris. None of y'all had turnovers. Great, that was great. None of y'all having turnovers. That's great. So yeah. And we didn't need to play any of y'all. And how many people do we play? 1, 2, 3 was so this would be like our playoff rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the first screen is always 6 people. 7, 8, 9, 10. So we just play 10 people. That's good. That's good. That's not bad. That's not too much or too little. It's definitely not too little. Or yeah, it is not too much or too little. So yeah, great game. Let's see what he did. Yeah, Kyrie. He even had a good field percentage. Yeah, 'cause he was making a lot of shots at first, but then we started stopping him. LeBron James did good. He had great assists though with Kyrie. LeBron James did good with his assists, but he wasn't making anything with them. He wasn't making enough. Like he made 0 3-pointers with both of them. That's very beneficial to us. And he still made 2 with Kevin Love. So Kevin Love was playing great, but the other 2 of the big 3 weren't. And that's pretty much the story of his game. Kyrie was responsible for 33 points. That is them assist right there, man. Let's see. Let's see what quarters he was scoring. Yeah, the second quarter, yep. And the third quarter, yeah, that's when he got most of his points. He got 11 out of. Yes, he scored 0 times in the fourth quarter. That was key. Yeah, he got 11 out of his 14 in the second and third. So yeah, that's when he went off in the middle of the game. LeBron, he pretty much was like the same throughout. Look, first quarter 2, 4, 4, 3. Yeah, he pretty much was the same throughout. So great game overall, y'all. Free, you came out of nowhere, man. Unsung hero. That's how we do it, y'all. That's how we get it done. This is again the end of season off with and get a Greatest of All Time trophy, y'all. And thank you, NBA 2K, for finally letting me or Sean versus Tier 1 team. And to be in the Cavaliers at my house, too. And then, we'll do the rest. I'm going to win. And y'all see now? At the end of that Greatest of All Time. At the end of that Greatest of All Time, like, journey, whatever. It doesn't say trophy anymore. Because I have it. Let's go look. Greatest of All Time trophy. Yeah, see, I didn't get the junior varsity and college. But I have all the rest of them now. That looks great, man. And look at that. Look at that symmetry. That symmetry looks great. Even though I had junior varsity and college, like, I got the NBA and Hall of Fame, and I didn't get the early, but that didn't really matter. But and Greatest of All Time, so that's good enough if you ask me. Go. Yeah, man. Great games, y'all. Time to go. There we go, man. Go Nuggets. There we Devin Nuggets out here. Yeah, CBT, man. Naaruto. You know I'm still golfing and rapping out here. What are you talking about, bruh? Devin Nuggets like golden blue. And we ain't playing around. That's like worst colors, man. I ain't playing around with you or you. Who the Cavaliers win the finals, by the way, this year, 2017. We'll see what happens. Anyway, that's not the point, man. Point is that I got all the trophies I could now, pretty much. I'm not going all the way back to college or junior varsity to get those trophies. So we good now, man. We achieved our goal of getting the Greatest of All Time trophy, and we got it before the 2017 season ended. Before the 2017 NBA Finals playoffs were finished. right now, game 1 of the final just happened, and I already had a trophy, so I'm good, man. We are good. So with that being said, y'all, everything we touch turn to gold, turn positive out here, and as usual, it's man Naaruto, CBT, and over and out.
Everything you touch, turn